Vanakkam, good morning. In this video, we are going to discuss about the visual pathway. The visual pathway. When the light rays fall on the retina, this is the right eye, this is the left eye. So, in the right eye, retina receives the light from the right visual field. Left eye receives the light from the left visual field. In the right visual field, the temporal side receives from the nasal visual field. Nasal retina receive from the temporal visual field. So opposite side visual field get the lights. It is travel through the optic nerve. Optic nerve. Optic nerve. So medial fibers are nasal fibers from the right eye and left eye, decusated, crossed at the optic chiasma. So these are crossed at the level of the optic chiasma, but the temporal fibers in the right eye, left eye, uncrossed, not crossed. So uncrossed temporal fiber, crossed nasal fibers. The nasal fiber crossing mainly occur at the optic chiasma. Optic chiasma. Then it is travel to the optic tract, right optic tract and left optic tracts. To the sensory visual relay center is the lateral geniculate body. The visual relay center is the lateral geniculate body. From the lateral geniculate body, the visual pathway travel through the geniculocalcrine tracts. That is optic radiation to the visual cortex. Okay. So primary visual cortex is the area 17 located in the above and below the calcarine fissure. So in the visual cortex, the macula, central part of the retina occupy the macula, fovea centralis regions. Representation in the cortex is very high, high cortical representation for the macula. For the peripheral retina, the lateral geniculate body contains the 6 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Layer 1 and 2 contains the larger cells. These are called as the magnocellular layer. Layer 3, 4, 5, 6 contains the smaller cells. These are called as the parvocellular layer. In the visual pathway, crossed nasal fibers terminated the 1, 4, 6 layer of the lateral geniculate body. So uncrossed fibers of the visual pathway terminate at the 2, 3, 5 layers of the lateral geniculate body. Okay. So layer 1 2 contains the magnocellular layer. Layer 3 to 6 contains the parvocellular layer. Crossed nasal fibers terminate at the layer 1, 4, 6. Uncrossed fibers terminate at the 2, 3, 5 layers of the lateral geniculate body. The effect of lesion on visual pathway. Lesion of the right optic nerve. So complete dissection of the right optic nerve. Lesion on the right optic nerve produce the right eye blindness. So both whole nasal and temporal visual field is affected. So right eye blindness. So lesion in the optic chiasma, center of the optic chiasma. So only the nasal fibers are affected. So the nasal fibers receives the visual field from the temporal side, both the temporal side. So it produces the right temporal heteronymous hemianopia. So hemianopia means loss of vision in the one half of the visual field. So it produces a bitemporal heteronymous, not the same side. So bitemporal heteronymous hemianopia. So lesion of the optic tracts. Optic tracts. So the nasal fibers receives from the left visual field, the right eye left visual field. Here also it receives from the left side of the left visual field. So the lesion of the right optic tract produces a left. So here also left visual field is affected. In this eye also left side is affected. So left homonymous hemianopia. Both left side is affected. Here left, here right, here left, right. So both side left visual field is affected. So left homonymous hemianopia. The lesion of the optic radiation. Optic radiation, it produces the same thing. It produces a left homonymous hemianopia with macular sparing. Central area is not affected because the macula having the higher cortical representation. The visual cortex has the more cortical representation compared to the peripheral retina. So macula, central part of the visual field is not affected because there is a higher cortical representation. 1 mm of macula represents the 16 mm of the visual cortex. So it has a higher cortical representation. This is the lateral surface of the visual cortex. So the primary visual cortex is the area 17. It is located near to the calcarine fissure. So in the lateral surface, anterior to the primary visual cortex, anterior lateral to the visual cortex is the area 18. That is called as the visopsychic area. Visopsychic area. So it is important for the interpretation and integration of the light impulse related to the past experience, like stereognosis, ability to identify the object by the past experiences is stereognosis. Here also the ability to identify the light type of light object by the past experience done by the visopsychic area. Area 19 is the occipital eye field. It is also located in the anterior to the area 18, and area 19 occipital eye field is important for the eye movements, conjugated eye movements. And area 8 frontal eye field also act as the visual association area. It is also important for the eyeball movement. Like the layers of the lateral geniculate body, the visual cortex, the primary visual cortex also having the layers, 6 layers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers. From the lateral geniculate body, the fibers are terminate in the layer 4 of the primary visual cortex. It also contains the pyramidal cells, layer 4 of the visual cortex. The layer 4 again divided into the A, B, C alpha, C, beta. So the macrocellular layer from the and the lateral geniculate body, layer 1 and 2, terminates to the 4C alpha. It is important for the fast black and white colors. Determine the perceive the fast and black and white color. And parvocellular layer from the 3 to 6 impulses terminate at the layer 4A and 4CP. So it is from the layer 4, it is also terminate to the superficial layers 2 and 3. It contains the cluster of the cells. It is called as the color blobs. It contains the more amount of the mitochondrial enzyme, cytochrome oxidase. It is important for the color vision. It is important for the color vision and the accurate point-to-point recognition in the objects. So parvocellular layer of the layer from the lateral geniculate body terminate in the visual cortex important for the color vision and accurate determination of the point-to-point object determination. And magnocellular pathway is important for the rapid black and white color changing detected by the eye. This diagram depicts the medial surface of the visual cortex. This is the primary visual cortex. It is located above and below the calcarine fissure. This is the calcarine fissure. So the green color dot is represent the representation. The macula in the cortical representation is larger compared to the peripheral retina. The orange color is the peripheral retina representation. It is smaller. So macula is the small area located in the fovea centralis. It is representation in the primary visual cortex is higher than the peripheral retina. So during the lesion of the occipital cortex and optic radiation, macular sparing is occurred due to the macular representation in the cerebral primary visual cortex is larger than the peripheral retina. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, press the like button, share your friends. Those who are not subscribed this channel, please subscribe. These videos briefly discuss the physiology topics. You must read the physiology textbook. Thank you once again.